possession of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now give left side. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Baker now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Hits his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Baker now off the play fake. He's got it. Complete to Downs. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They send a man in motion. They'll run here on 1st down. This run held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completed to his running back. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. 3rd down, they need 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. He rolls to his right. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. Here we go. It's Mayfield. This is good. Down the sideline. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. So they go for it on 4th, partner, and they get it in a big way, 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Back-to-back carries here. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. It's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
180! Run.
3rd and long for him here. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Caden, I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be. And that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Check smash! Check smash! Panther 60! Go!
First give of the game to the rookie for Morgan. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Offense in a hurry up here.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Street! Street!
Going to the ground again on 1st. Saw the rain, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another carry for him. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Dose of the hurry up here.
Hurt!
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this give not as fruitful. They're out quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
19! Cut 19!
Brings up 2nd.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. This one falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Makes it 3rd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
Come on! Hey, grab 60! Viking, 18, 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! 19 tight! 19 tight! Ready!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Really, I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hurry! Stop!
Give now to the running back. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Man in motion here. The give here on 2nd. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 8 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Pittsburgh right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at first down here. Baker out of the pistol. On him quick, and they bring him down. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That's complete inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Bengals have a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They'll run here from the gun. And Gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
If you really study the great teams when it comes to running that play, that draw concept, watch the offensive line's pad level. Those defenders, those linebackers, they're looking for cues and tells. That offensive line gives it away, that play gets hit in the mouth. Instead, those guys sold it just perfectly, and the yards follow.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
1st and goal, Cincinnati.
They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. The Steelers calling their first time out. Running backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Here's another for him. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Bengals get the game's first points here in the 2nd.
The kicker on for the
So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took it coming in from the right, and they blocked it! They blocked it! And they'll snuff out that return before it gets too far, so just a block extra points on the play.
How many times do we get to the end of the game and we look back and go, geez, we never knew what was the defining play. Hey, listen, that was just 1 point. It seems small now, but more than likely in the end, that block and that single point could loom very, very large.
Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
9-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Check smash! Check smash!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Gain of 26 yards there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
They give it to him again. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Go! 70 Lions! Go!
They'll run it from the gun. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Steelers tie it in the final minute of the half. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Hey, alert 33.
Blown back gets the handoff. He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Mayfield now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, buddy. It's gonna be okay. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Kennedy Lions. Mustang 19. Ready.
2nd and 10. Here's a pass. They'll get it to Rashee Rice. Complete. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. Man, the Steelers have a first down.
29-yard line.
Rig alert! Rig alert! Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Ready?
They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Set, go, street. Hurt. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Still going inside the 35. There it is, touchdown Pittsburgh! The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half.
They came not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of to success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers grow their lead to 8.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. First down, here's Baker. Connection made to Beckham. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. Chucks this one deep down the right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Reese, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
3rd and short, Mayfield. He's going to try another deep one here. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Stephanie! Liking 18! Let go!
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
Steelers take over first and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Needed to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Looking right, and he finds him. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Panther 11! Panther 11!
3rd down from the gun. He beams one deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense? Yeah, this defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3.
Hawk 7, come 19, come 19. Ready.
He'll throw it. That's cut down the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets them the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Come on, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Let's go.
Here's the handoff. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Cougar 19. Steady.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him.
On the set.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
19 sight. Bronco 80.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's caught in stride by Rice. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Alert! Alert! Let's go! Let's go!
Hand off to the back. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready? Smash! 60 Bison! 60 Bison!
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Janet! Viking 18!
Back to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Ready? 79 Bronco, Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. Ready?
Back to throw it. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers throw the lead coming out of halftime.
A receiver this skilled, and he's got every round in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers lead by 15 now.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. Now a give left side. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals start the second half with some needed points. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Set, hurt. Go.
A give now from the gun. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
At the 48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 3.
All plays on the table here for third and 3. Back to throw now. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, fourth and 3.
Crack all 80. Steady.
He's back to throw. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he's taken down at the 30. They keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on fourth down.
Okay, ready.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the
Here we go.
30-yard line.
Dive play straight ahead. He's able to manage a couple on that run. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Steelers with the ball. They are leading, but not by a lot. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Check smash. Check smash.
Give now to the running back. Well, a lot of effort there, partly, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready,
Second
break.
play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Come on, set.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers lead by 15 now.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone. He had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40.
180. Stop.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Taking a deep shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. So up comes Mayfield and his offense. They're going for 2.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
What's that?
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that pass is caught. They get the 2 points and a little drama now. We've got ourselves a 1-score ball game. Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust. And they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a 1-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them 1 snap away from a totally different ball game.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Get it.
They'll throw to start the drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And the 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Dropping back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They'll throw for it. Into traffic. Complete. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
Got it. Ready?
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
On 1st down, they'll run. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Let go.
Back to the well again. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong.
70. Let's go. 60 by 60 by 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. Hit it out right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Look at him. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Looking to throw. He gets it to Rice. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pulled off the conversion.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion. But they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
Check, smash, check, smash. Check, 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 check. Ready?
They'll run here on 1st down. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play
On the go.
is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Viking 18. Ready?
They're going to try and throw it here. Brought in right side. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ready?
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
Pass play coming here. He brings it in. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
Chop alert. Chop alert. Here we go. Set. Ready to go. Cowboy 80. Street. Street. Ready.
Here's another for it. He's forced away from the goal line. It's a tackle for loss at the 3. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Panthers.
He'll look to throw it. Forced out to his right. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Making some progress here. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Well, at this point, they're going to take points any way they can get them, and that includes on special teams. He's had a ton of kicks sent his way, a bunch of returns today, and he nearly made him pay with that one.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield on the move, headed right. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Hey, 133.
Mayfield now from the gun. Going deep here for the end zone. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. And now the offense has to make the long walk back to the line for third down.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
Looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got it. Complete to Downs. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Baker throwing again. Chased out to his right. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up. Mayfield to throw again. Buys time, rolling right. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And there's our last-stand image of this game. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it.
You knew it before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Okay, break.
All right, one more snap to play here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Taking a shot deep here. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way. Still taking shots until the very last play.
Poses.